It is
Nice.
24 minus 7.
Yeah. But I don't even count the 24.
Sorry, it's 12 plus 7. Um, Vancouver, New South Wales. So I'm minus 7, you're plus 10. I'm just assuming that you live in New South Wales.
Sydney.
That
Yeah,
is Sydney
plus
time.
10 sounds right.
Yeah. 17 hours ahead.
No, 7.
Sorry?
No, 7.
7.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the other 12 or whatever.
The other 10?
Yeah.
That doesn't help. This one actually matters. Because when it's
No.
12 a.m. here, it's 5 p.m. over there.
Well, all you need to know is when I stream.
Wait, no, you're 7 hours behind essentially, but tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
I
noon
mean
where you
that's
are.
basically how I remember time.
Yeah, so it's noon where you are.
And night where you are.
It's 7 p.m. where I am.
Yeah. It's actually easier to remember your time because we're
Because
in
I'm
the
ahead
other
of you.
half of the day. We're in the second half of the day.
So I just subtract 7 hours from wherever I am at, and I get you.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I just have to add a day.
Just invert. Yeah. Just add an extra day. Or
Yeah, it's this, but tomorrow. Get fucked. All right, so I gotta figure out why they're not spawning.
why they're not spawning?
Yeah, yeah, I make not spawnies. Ram is the trolliest of rams. Save.
Fuck. Is my coughing loud?
No, not particularly. I also want to make these damageable. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Okay. Let's see here. Get current math.
Hmm.
Missing player actors. Or no. No player actor found. Do 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 do. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Wait a second. Is that who I think it is?
Who?
It is. It's that idol girl.
Yeah, I was just using her as a practice
I see how it is.
while I get my while I build up a new head.
You know what I just thought about?
Mm.
Never mind. Do do do. Do 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 do. I'm putting so much logging in right now to try and debug this crap.
Yeah, it's like a fun time.
All right, I think that should be good enough. There. Lethal, I'm currently working on the AI spawning system. So, are you watching that anime?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Why not?
I haven't been watching anything because I've been gone for
You don't watch on vacation?
ah
The disappointment.
I did nothing online in the last 2 weeks. I was basically offline the entire time.
Oh. That's kind of boring.
Nope. It's a good reset for my brain.
Like I said, kind of boring.
Mm. Yeah, sometimes boring is good. Good for the soul.
If you say so, man.
Now I can get back to playing video games and watching anime and doing modeling.
Weren't you doing some of that already?
Not none over there.
Oh, okay. Player actor found. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait. I did this wrong.
Eh?
If not empty. Oh, that's why.
Mm.
Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Come on, BPAI spawner. Oh, that's why. Spawnable. There's no spawnable actors. What?
No enemies.
Yeah, I wasn't able to spawn anything. Nope. Play.
Oh.
No player actor found. The spawn is not working. I blame you.
Oh, hi, Dan. What's up?
Yeah. Oh. Hello.
Mm, oops.
Why are you not working? You stupid motherfucker. Why is this over there?
Your PC died for 3 weeks. Oh, don't worry. I was overseas for 2 weeks, so you didn't miss anything.
Rem's also dealing with his own PC problems.
Mm-hmm. Japan. That's way too expensive.
It's actually really cheap for you to go to Vietnam.
Um, Not really.
Just not overly expensive, right?
It's just nice that I have family, so I can live with my uncle and aunt while I'm there.
That is fair.
And it's just really cheap over there compared to the rest of the world.
That is also fair. I want to get like an entire wardrobe made while I'm over there.
What?
Wardrobe.
Entire wardrobe? What?
Yeah, like pants, shirts, everything.
From Vietnam?
Yeah, why not?
Um, you're tall, right?
Yep.
So it might be hard to find you clothes there.
I was gonna get them all custom made.
Oh,
Dude, it's
I
cheap as
mean, I guess.
fuck.
I guess. Ugh.
Fucking
I'm getting
hell.
sleepy.
Sorry.
I'm getting sleepy.
I'm trying to I'm trying to think and it's difficult.
Hey, you thinking about?
How to deal with spawning inside of the collision.
You just make it spawns them spawn nearby, not exactly on the spawner.
No, that's not what I'm worried about. I want I want to have it start spawning,
Thanks for the follow. Expand.
but only if um the player character is within a certain distance.
ATV. What's up? And the characters in a distance, certain distance.
Sorry. If the player character is a set distance away, I would like it to spawn. If not, then I would like it to not spawn. Like I'd like it to
Okay.
pause. Yeah. I think I have a better way of doing this than how I was going to do it.
And how are you planning on doing it then? Oh, what's your plan?
Am I sharing my screen?
I think I don't know.
No, not at the moment. Am now, so you can see how I'm going to do this.
Do you need me? Do you need?
So I'm
Do I
gonna.
need
So I.
Google Drive space?
Sorry.
Oh no, just reading chat. I just I
So
just
he's
formatted my hard drive, so I lost everything. So I'm pretty empty right now.
well. Maybe tomorrow you won't be empty. Maybe I'll have filled you up a little bit.
Yeah, I accidentally formatted my PC or my hard drive, and I lost all my ZBrush stuff.
Only 2 years worth.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But what were you saying?
Hey, Balma, Mung, can you escalate my privileges in Discord so I can actually be part of the live stream channel? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call to Get World to get the first player controller, and then grab the character from the first player controller and check the distance between the current location and and the character location that I get. And if it's within a certain radius, I will not pause.
I did not understand any of that. Holy fuck.
What? I thought it was pretty simple.
Wait, say it again.
So you get World, and then you get the first player controller, right?
Okay.
Then you get the character that belongs to that player controller.
Okay.
Then you get the distance, you get your current location. And and you get that first player controllers characters, you get their location. And then you perform a diff. And if the diff is within a certain distance, then you don't pause the spawner, you leave it active.
Oh. Okay.
Does that make sense?
The brain was being was lagging a little, but yeah, now I get it.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the most reliable way of doing it.
I wouldn't know any other way.
I shall see you soon. I am very still gaming away. What? I I don't understand what you mean. What? I'm your father. I can see that you're gaming or coding. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Now, Bao, that's the right way to do it. That's keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm confused and I'm going to stay confused.
Huh?
Winning. I agree. It was a strange fantasy. All right. Let's see here. Any sites or YouTube videos you recommend for starting to learn coding? Just to harass me in Discord if someone doesn't have prems that needs it. Whole point of it is increase rando. In case randos start joining, they can listen but not talk. That's fair. Let's let's just let it float away. All right, that works. Let's see here. Player location. This can be a const because we're not going to be modifying it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to say f vector distance. Is it dist or distance? I think it's just dist, right? Dist. Wait, have I not set my current? No, I did. I set that in the. Yeah, here we go. Cached actor location. And then player location. And then we do float distance to player equals, it can be a const too. If distance to player is greater than do 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 do. Just Okay, what was I doing? Oh, right. I was checking the capsule distance, which is 60. I guess if it's 60. Yeah, we'll just say do 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 do.
You have a trade offer for me. What is your offer?
There, and then we do save all. Just had somebody say, I haven't seen you live for like months. And it's just like, that's weird. I'm live every day. Oh, it's lethal. This makes so much more sense now. Briefly, yeah. Yeah, I totally did. Because your name doesn't line up with the. It's because you weren't following me. Jeez. Then I have a trade offer for you. Give me some files and I will 3D print them and make a video of me painting them, give you free promotion.
You're gonna have to show me your painting skills first. That's we're gonna need an equal trade here. Yeah, you're gonna have to make a video first and then show me.
That is the gotcha part.
He's just gonna get a 3D print one of my models and then like dunk it in like a tub of paint. Just call it a day.
Why do you think he used the kappa? We're getting places. Okay, where was I? Oh, right. I was about to test this.
This is the weirdest hair. What the fuck?
Okay, so all right, so the overlaps are not working.
What?
The overlaps are not working. I think block also generates overlaps, doesn't it?
Yeah, working for exposure. That's every artist loves that.
Isn't it the greatest thing ever?
Doing free art for exposure.
Yeah,
Love it.
just makes you super
It's my
happy.
favorite subreddit to visit. There's people trying to mooch, trying to get like free shit, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you free promotion on my YouTube channel of like 50 people."
You know what I completely and totally forgot to do?
Hey,
I forgot to bind my overlaps. No wonder it wasn't working.
what is it? What does that involve?
Well, if you look at my screen, you'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say dynamic, right? I have to look it up. Unreal and Engine C++ bind on overlap static mesh bind over. Make sure. Wait, did I do this wrong? I did, that's why.
As that, I'll send you one file, but you have to let me choose.
Is it going to be a giant penis?
Nah, it's gonna be a very cute penis.
Oh, right, this is actor, right?
I hate this hair so much. Oh my god.
On actor begin overlap, on actor end overlap. That's what I wanted. Fuck! It's all your
Fuck
fault.
indeed. Sus. I need to find my files first, because
Don't.
I lost most of my shit, so I have to like download them and then find them on my drives.
Event when this actor overlaps another actor, for example, the player walking into a target. Receive actor begin overlap. Public. Yeah. Where is Lethal Scribble?
What do you mean you gadget the paint job? What does that mean? You don't know your level. Maybe you should practice and get a little better first before.
Before requesting free shit.
Yeah.
I thought this was an A actor, and then this should be. If I'm good, I will not do. Well, you're asking Rem to do free work.
Mm-hmm. Feel like there's some double standards going on here.
Yeah. It's like it's okay if he does free work, but I won't do free work. One actor can overlap. Notify actor begin overlap. That's the one that I want. Vent when this actor. Okay, yeah. So notify begin overlap. Notify be actor begin overlap. We'll do this. Notify actor begin overlap. Void notify actor end overlap.
No free work, just a free product. That's
Free work. That's the definition of free work. If you're good at painting, we're just asking for free products, which is you painting a model. We're not asking for free work. Jeez. It's just free product.
yeah. I should go to Apple and ask them for a free iPhone. It's just a product.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. You mean code help can't help someone that doesn't.
But I hate this. I fucking hate this model. I need to.
Do, 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 do. Did you know? Boop, boo, do, do, do. Boop, do, do, do. You're just like, no, but please fuck off.
Oh, I think I might call it here for today. I
What?
got all my hotkeys and stuff basically good. I need a better fucking. I need a better reference image because this model turned out pretty bad, pretty gross.
Uh-oh. Oh, thank God.
Oh, Zen, I'm down to clown, but you got to show me your paint skills first. Yeah, this is this model's gross. I'm gonna go gather references and then I'll do something better tomorrow.
Okay. Overlay begin. Oh, that is not what I wanted. This doesn't have to be a U function anymore.
Right, I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Um,
Yeah, Zen, you get your first video out. Show me what you can do, and then we'll work something out. All right, I'll see you guys next time.
next time on Things and
Ah, fuck! I
Stuff.
should have rated. Fuck!
It's not too
At
late.
10 viewers. God,
It's not
shit.
too late, dude. It's not too late. Just do it. Just fucking do it.
Wait,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
just rate
Apparently, I'm not logged into Twitch.
it.
So I
Now,
guess I can't raid. I can't raid because I'm not logged. What?
if you modded me, I could have rated.
Wait, but oh, I guess I. I'm not even logged in. So how am I? How was I streaming? What the fuck?
You don't have to be logged into stream.
How does it even have my info?
It's
What?
all based off of a
I,
key
yeah.
that
But
never
I didn't have.
expires.
I didn't put anything in. I just downloaded Streamlabs and it just had all my info. What?
That seems highly unlikely.
Yeah, like I would have had to logged in, right?
Yeah, into Streamlabs.
At some point. Well, fucking. Wait, yeah. If I would have had to log into Streamlabs, but it says I have to log in. All right, I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I see how it is.
It says I'm logged in. What
Hey,
the
I'm
fuck?
streaming to my whole one viewer.
Yeah, you could have had 10, but Streamlabs is like, no, you haven't. You're not logged in. So fuck, I don't know.
Lethal wants me to help him with learning game programming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the guy to go to.
I don't know. I'm not a very good programmer. I don't know what you're talking about. So what's your plan for the rest of the day? I guess night. No, day, day. It's only noon there.
It's 1 p.m.
Yeah. You can
I'm going
stream
to
if
take a
you want.
nap.
You can take a nap? Jeez.
I'm an old man now.
Fucking
Also, my
easy.
coughs are fucking making me so sad face.
So sad face.
Mm-hmm.
More or less sad face than your hard drive.
Mm, the coughs are more immediate pain.
I suppose that's fair.
Anyways, I'll catch you whenever next I stream.
You gonna be on tomorrow?
uh, I'll try, but we'll see.
Alright, well, if you're on tomorrow, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, catch you later.
Catch you later. Ta ta for
Oh.
now. Alright, let's see if I can go into the stream live event thingy here. I can! I has the power! Oof, there's so many people in there. It's too much for me. Okay, I don't think I can do it. Alright. Alright, so the spawn player, spawn AI character, the issue's in here. Failed to find location. No location was found. Okay, so we can start. If we come over here and we hit play. Yeah, no. Wait. Yeah, no location was found. No location was found. Okay, so we can get rid of some of these. So we know that this one's working. We know this is working. We know this one's working. Hmm. What's our radius at? It's 40. So here we'll do failed to find location. I. Save all. Ba ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Hmm. 5 times. So it's failing to find a location every single time because it has no nav data. Maybe? No, it shouldn't need nav data. Let's try 60. Just constantly failing. Oh, that was a thing. Why you fail? Hmm. What if I... No, not that. Unreal Engine C++. Vector as string. Vector to string. Oh, right. This isn't a vector dot location. This may crash altogether. Because if result location doesn't have a location, then yeah, it's gonna crash. Hey Jaden, how are you? It's been like a whole 7-day week almost. Damn. How are things on your side? Wait, so there is a location coming. So what happens if we just spawn at that location? Also, why is that location returning? Like, why are we returning a Boolean that says no? Where is nav system? Oh, that is not right. Wait, is that right? Okay, it is right. Maybe this needs to be moved down here. Oops. Hmm. Don't understand why this is being weird like this. That's not what I wanted. On default control. Weird. All right, let's see if this works. All right. What if we just always spawn in the same spot? Like, that might work. Oh, oh my god, am I ever sleepy? That actually might be the right way to do this. Ugh. Then we don't need the... We don't need this. Need this. Or this. Or this. Want to keep that one. Here we go. So spawn f vector spawn location equals tell Ken to stream. I don't have Ken access to Ken like that. Spawn location. Get actor forward vector. F vector. Oh wait, I think I have forward vector. Acted forward vector times F vector 10 dot F plus cached actor location. I'm doing okay. Tired as fuck for some reason though. Hey, I'm streaming tonight. All right, let's see if this worked. Look at that. I crashed really well. Where did I crash? 124? Wait, do these not have a default? Are you working on pathfinding? You don't work on pathfinding when it comes to Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine comes with pathfinding. Yeah. Huh, I wonder why this is crashing. Oh wait, maybe it's maybe it's the other one? There's ranged AI. Huh. That should be the default. Get. All right, let's take a look what this looks like here. Yeah, well, sort of. I'm working on a spawner. If controller is not equal to null pointer and get net motives. If AI controller class not equals So wait, why is it crashing then? This should not fail. I'm working on this spawning AI. Bulk spawn 135. Spawn AI character. So it is 124, which is this one here. And this here has no default. uh, I personally think that Unreal is far simpler than Unity. But that's also just me. There are certain things in Unreal that are substantially more difficult. As in not necessarily more difficult, it's that they take more effort to learn. Unreal takes more effort to learn. Unity takes less effort to learn. Like, okay, if you net new a project with no previous coding experience in Unity, it's easier to pick up and start building something than in Unreal. If you net new a project in Unreal, it's more challenging. There's more stuff to learn before making your first game than there is in Unity, but it's easier to do. What makes me want to use uh in what do you mean? You need to be a little bit more specific when you say an in-house engine. Technically, an in-house engine would be Unreal would be closer to an in-house engine than Unity. Uh, from my understanding, right? Um, that's not quite the case. So my understanding is both Unity and Unreal are too polished to for that to be the case. What now? Wait, what? Oh, return. There we go. Failed to spawn AI. Okay, what if I do... Okay, what if I do... If I try this? ATG AI character. Okay, so give me one sec here. All right, so the reason I feel like Unreal is closer to, in my opinion, closer to a in-house engine is because in Unreal you can go in and actually modify the code to do the thing that you want it to. Where in Unreal you can't. The code is black box. Like 100% of the code is black boxed in Unreal. So it's just like not even an option. Whereas in in Unity, in Unreal, you have full access to the source code. Right? So there's that, which is going to be closer to a in-house engine because you'll have access to the source code. But as far as like polish, both Unity and Unreal are both equally as polished when it comes to that specific stuff. It's just failing to spawn. Mm. Ugh. I hate this so much. Yeah, no worries about phrasing things wrong. I'm dreaming of a fuck this. Uh, voucher and AI. Why does this hate me so much? Uh, I have a solution and I fucking hate it. I don't like it, but I think this might work. Okay, so what we're gonna do is void view function blueprint callable. Bind actor on death. TG A TG AI AI character. But the source code thing, I'm guessing that's why Unity games can't be modded. Well, what do you mean by modded? Like, it's kind of like an interesting situation to think about. AI spawn AI character. You function. You know, like model. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Unity has kind of quote unquote modding, but you don't really change the engine that much. Like in Unreal, you don't even change the engine that much. Like somebody built Bolt into Unity, so they have hooks to change the UI and stuff like that, or modify UI in specific ways. So like that might be a newer-ish thing, but like I don't think I would say that. This function can be implemented in Blueprint or level Blueprint graph. This function is designed to be overridden by Blueprint, but also has a default. This function does not affect the owner. Not VR chat. but like bolt. Oops. Like this is bolt. Bolt was a commercial product that was similar to Blueprints. Yeah. So it wasn't made by Unity. It was bought by Unity and incorporated uh into the engine. I need more points. Hog. Yes. You have used up all of your points. Mwahahaha. No reduce. I offer you nothing. I didn't know it was an existing product. It was. Unity buys Bolt. Thank you for the 90 biddies. Visual scripting software Bolt from tool developer Liquid. Water. I'm drinking. Mm. No, I think this was just like, yeah, like I don't think this was a third party one. I think this is something they just did. Unity Havoc's physics was original. Oh yeah, yeah. So this was always something that was Unity. It was just a Unity. It was they distributed it as an experimental package. It is third party tech, but they don't own it. Havoc still owns Havoc. Right? What they did is they purchased the rights to use Havoc. Actually, I think Havoc might actually be open source if I'm not mistaken. Havoc, why you no have HTTPS? Oh no, it's Microsoft owned now. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, it's they got rid of their 3D game engine, and now it's just like a physics and oh, there's AI now. Interesting. Anyways, so yeah, Havoc's like somebody you buy software from. Oh my God, why? Why are you like this, Microsoft? What's the issue? Hmm, it's still valid. Anyways, weird. Okay, I want to refine this a little bit more here. Uh, Actually, no, we don't need to do that. What we need to do is get max AI count minus current AI count. Oh, I need to see, this is where I need to go back and just be like, okay, and then what's this here? Max AI count. Where's the current one? There it is. Think we can do that. By the way, how are things? Yes, it is water. I drink a lot of water. I don't know if that makes me weird or not. I literally sit here with a with like a proper mason jar and I go through water. I go through like 3, 4, maybe 5 of these a day. As long as you don't pee every 5 minutes. As long as, one sec, current AI is less than max AI ranch true. We will do spawn AI from class. AI characters. Which, what was that here? BP AI struct. We want this to actually be an array. Save, compile. Then I want to do u function blueprint callable vector get on location. Actually, wait. No, we want spawn location to be to do get location. Get actor. Get actor location. Get random. Get random. Remote to do. Branch. Set random location. Oh, right. Yeah. Cast to AI character. Failed. Destroy actor. Then we want bind actor on death. Okay. Ugh. Actually, I should probably do this. Stretch. Oh, jeez. And T A. Is that what it was? Is that what this was? Pawn object reference. Give me 1 second here. A pawn. A pawn. Cast AI TG AI character. AI character. Say a pawn. A pawn. Oh, sorry, pawn. Oops. Pawn. A TG AI character. AI character equals if not AI character return. All right, I guess stretches are in order. Actually, I'll do standing desk. There we go, standing desk. Standing desk with a bit of stretching. All right, and while I do this, I'm gonna go grab some water because I just ran out. Do you have any good courses you can recommend for learning C++ for the first time, or books? Let me give that some thought. Hmm. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. So I guess the first question is, how much programming experience do you have? And what type of C++ are you looking for? Like, do you want to learn C++ or do you want to do like Unreal C++? Like, are you looking for game development or just C++ in general? In the context of game development, my programming knowledge is simply Python level. I'm an artist for work. Okay, so do you understand classes? Like, how much programming do you understand? Do you understand like classes? Can you read code? Right? Like classes, inheritance, stuff like that. Mm. Like, I'm assuming that you understand variables and functions and stuff like that, but like, I don't think that you use classes too much in 3D stuff. Okay. I know what arrays are. Actually, you probably don't. All right. Let's do this. We'll take a break from this so I can think more. Yes, I'm aware that Python uses classes, but 3D Python um, doesn't really use classes. Like, you wouldn't create classes in it. Andrea, you do realize that my job is I'm a Python. I do Python at work. Like, Python's my primary language, man. Chromium is high school level. Oh, that doesn't really mean that much. Okay, so where was I? We want paint. Actually, let's do, yeah, no. Let's do Krita. Okay, so let's go over how Python, let's do that here. Create. Beautiful. Okay, now we need to zoom in. Wait, there's a way to zoom in, right? And then how do I zoom? Actually, I think it's this. No, that's brush size. Control plus space. Ah. Or scroll. Okay. I don't know. I'm responding to you asking if the guy he understands the concepts of programming, and then you telling him classes aren't used in 3D. All classes are used in 3D when you need to create classes. I guess it's up to what you're making. When I say classes aren't really used in 3D, I mean like when you're creating like scripts and stuff like that. I haven't seen a whole lot of class development in Python. I've seen just function calls, function creation, variable assignments and stuff like that. I've not seen somebody actually be like, oh, and now we're going to create this class, right? It's not that it wouldn't be done, it's that I don't really see it. So that's what I mean when it's not really used. It's not it's not less of an absolute and more of an uncommon thing. From an outsider. I could be horribly wrong, but it sounds like I was right that because he's written scripts but doesn't have it. Yeah, true. By nature, Python lives in def place. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, classes are super important. Actually, they're really important for Python too. So let's start with what a class is, right? So if I have here's essentially a class, right? And then this would be essentially another class, right? And if we come here, brush, right? So like, let's say this is a shape. And then this would be a square. How do I spell square again? Did I spell it right? I don't think I spelled it right. I'm making a tool for working for my work because our API is a bit limited. I'm making my own tools, soft dubbed mealy tet set tools. Nice. uh he works at Marmoset, by the way. Oh, I got another stretch. I'm still standing and stretching, right? Okay, so what happens is if I have a shape, right? A shape might have things like color, right? What else would a shape have? Maybe center point if we're talking about 3D, right? Point. Yeah, he works at Marmoset. Sides, yeah. There you go, right? Then square would have and like X, Y, Z, right? Then here, right? What would a square have that a shape doesn't, right? Um, I actually I guess a shape doesn't have sides, right? Because like sides don't fit for sides don't really fit if you're doing a circle because there is only one side, right? Oh yeah, I guess this would be like an array, right? Right. So then here we'd maybe override sides and say, hey, there's only four, right? So then this would have like four sides, right? And other things, right? And yeah, I guess this is 3D space, right? Like the idea here is though at the end of the day like there'd be things that are specific to squares, right? And what it allows you to do is I would have a class, right? And this class would have stuff, right? It would have functions, which we would call methods, and it would have properties, which are another name for variables. And then I could have another class. So I could have the shape class, and it would have the base of all shapes, right? And then the square would have square specific information, but because it inherited from shape, it would inherit all that shape is, right? Essentially, yes. So you can think an easy way of thinking about a class is of a blueprint, right? So a class is essentially the blueprint to make an object, right? And an object is just anything. Have yeah. So if you think of it as a blueprint, right? We can say, hey, here is a class, right? Like here's the blueprint to make a shape, right? And then the blueprint to make a shape is required to also make a square. And that's where that second, right? So this would be the parent and this would be the child. Does that make sense? I can kind of show it to you in blueprints. Blueprints are pretty easy to follow, I think. Right? So if I come here, to do new folder, right? And then I create a blueprint. Let's say it's an actor. Right? And then here we're going to come in, we're going to open this up and we're going to go to the event graph, right? I get so far. Yeah. Okay. So here let's have a variable, right? We'll have a variable and we'll call it what do you want to create as a variable, a base variable, right? Like, let's say is dead, right? So we have the is dead variable, right? And then we're going to have a function. Let's create a function. To do update health, right? And let's add 2 more variables here, right? To do F2. And this will be max health. And this one here will be current health. And we'll change these 2 variables to be integers. This doesn't need to take in anything. And you're familiar with functions. This is just a function, right? And it's going to return nothing. Okay? So what we're going to do is get max health, get current health. Oh, wait, sorry. This needs to actually take an input. Damage amount. And this will be an integer. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to say current health. We're going to say current health subtract, and we're going to do boom. So if we subtract current health, if we subtract the damage amount from current health, right? And then we clamp this and we say the max health is that and the min health is 0. So the clamp just says you can't go beyond this range. But what's a function? Oh, I think that you know what a function is. So if this is greater than 0, right? We want to branch here, right? To do here, right? And then if it is false, right, we want to set this to there, to true. Save, compile. Okay. So there. Now we have a function and 3 variables. Now we want to say create a child here, BP child actor, or right? Now when we come into here and we go into the event graph, right? We now have access to the update health, right? So we have access to it. We can also override it, right? So now we can do our own thing with update health. We also have current health. We have max health, right? We have is dead, right? Beautiful. That's all it is. that's all classes are, right? This is a class. It's just a set of things that a object can do. Inheritance, which is important, allows us to expand on an existing class. All right, so now you understand classes, right? Now you're like half the way there. Like you understand functions, you understand variables, you understand linked lists in Python, which are different than linked lists in like everything else. Well, actually, no, they're not different than in everything else. They can be different than in everything else. Okay, so I'm not super great at this, but I can try real hard. Okay, so a Python array is not actually, is a function a mini class that contains variables? No. A function is a set of no. Okay, so a function is just a set of logic, right? That you've contained to make it easier to call back to. That's all it is, right? So if I'm writing code, right? Like actual code. Let's see, do I have PyCharm installed? I don't think I do, because Python and Windows are terrible. Yeah. All right. So here. I see, thanks. Well, for what I use Python for, it's terrible. Okay, so if I have Python, right? So like if I do like x equals 1, right? Python. So if I have if I have like if I want to add two variables together, say x and y, right? It would be like x equals 1, right? Y equals 2, and then we can say z equals x plus y, right? Oops. Z equals x plus y. And then with that, right, anytime I want to do that set, that this here set of things, I would have to retype it out. And that's going to be a pain in the ass. And these variables are going to change, right? So if I want to make this reproducible and easy for myself to use over and over again, I could do create a function. In Python, it would be def add, and then it'd be x and y. X and y, and then return x plus y, right? And that would be that would be a function. It's just self-contained code that executes one line at a time. Very simple. A class is, this is a class right here, right? So I have my inheritance, which is I'm inheriting from a actor. I've called this one ATG underscore AI spawner. And then I have a series of functions, which are these, which we call methods because they're inside of a class. And properties, which are variables because they're inside of a class. They have a slightly different name, right? So like these down to here to here are all variables. Then we have more functions here. And this is just a set of functions and variables that all versions of the TG AI spawner will have, right? Nice and complete. And then anytime I want to create one, I can create one using this, and they all inherit, they all have all the stuff that I want. Nice and easy. All right. A Python array method is a function inside a class. Got it. Yeah. Then a Python array, the reason why I said earlier when you said that you understand how lists work or arrays work, and I said not really, if Python's your point of reference, it's because Python doesn't have arrays, right? So if I have an array of integers, right? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? What happens is on a 32-bit system, right? This is 32 bits of memory. This is 32 bits of memory. Each one of these integers is 32 bits of memory, right? What happens when you create an array? An array means that every single one of these is next to each other in actual memory, like in the computer. They all live right next to each other. So if I have 10, if I have an array, right, that has 10 items in it, right? So this would be 1 through 10, right? So we'll come up here and we'll do an arrays here, right? Bear with me. So if I have this and this goes to 10, don't mind my terrible 0 there, then I would have 10 times 32 bits of memory continuous on the system. Now in Python, when I do an array, right, let's say I again have an array of integers, right? This is one continuous thing. In say, this would be like C++, right? And then in Python, when I have this, right? What happens is I have a number. Oops. A number object, right? And this is a number object. Right? And so is this, and so on and so forth. But what happens is, because these don't all have to be the same thing, what Python does is it says, hey, here's the first number of 1, right? And it points to another block of memory at some point, which is the number 2, right? And this one points to another block of memory, which is the number 3, right? So this one here is our blocks of memory, right? 1, 2, 3. And then here, this might be the Python version, right? This could be X, Y, Z, something, you know, and then 4 would be here, then and maybe 5 would be here. Oops, 5. Then maybe and then 10 is here, and then and 9 is here, right? Like, but an actual array is supposed to be 1 block of memory. Correct. So an array is 1 block of memory, and then this would be like this is a linked list, right? We don't know where it is, where each piece is, right? Right? And then like eventually this would point over to here, and then this one would point over to here. And so you're jumping around memory, right? All over the place. Right? And this is less performant, but it's more dynamic, right? Because here I have to fit everything in one continuous line, right? So now if I get to 10, and now I need, say, at some point I need 11, right? I have to rejigger this, right? So I have to go, I might have to move it in memory, or I might have to move other things in memory to get enough space, right? And that gets expensive, right? This is always the same price. This if you break the max account, it's more expensive. And if you don't, then it's cheaper. The other thing is that if what you can do here is your CPU has block size on it, which is your L1, L2, and L3 caches. You can reasonably put certain versions, like certain lengths of arrays of like integers and stuff like that directly in, say, the L1 cache or the L2 cache or the L3 cache. And that means that you can do an operation over this entire thing without leaving the CPU. And that's lightning fast, right? It's actually crazy how much faster it is than going to main memory. Where with this one, every time you go to the next item, you have to go to main memory to fetch it. You have this is a cache miss. This is a cache miss. This is a cache miss. Here's another cache miss. Another one. Another one. Right? Which is a problem all of its own. So I see. Yeah. Now, if you want to do Unreal development, say, what you could do is just do blueprints and don't worry about C++. You don't need C++ to do Unreal development. There's nothing that there's very little that Unreal blueprints cannot do that C++ can. There's a couple caveats. One, blueprints can be anywhere from 5 to somewhere like 5 to 100, 5 to 10% slower than C++. But small game, little bit of logic, stuff like that, not going to bother you at all. Big game, lots of logic, very complex systems, you're going to kill yourself. So if I wanted to do this clamp, like this logic here, right? This update health logic, if I wanted to write it out in C++, right? Here we go. We've got update health. It takes in an integer. We take current health, max health. We subtract these two. Then we clamp this. We check if it's greater than 0. And then we assign a variable, right? Oh, no, it's definitely worth knowing. I'm just saying learn blueprints first and then learn C++, right? Because I'll show you how we'd rewrite it, right? So let's say int max health, int current health, bool is dead. And then we would do void update health. This would take in an int of damage. We'd come over here and we'd generate this here. And then it would be current health minus damage, right? And we want to do the clamp, so that would be an fmath clamp. Then we have 0 being that, and then here we'd have max health. Oops. If you spell it right, max health. Helps if you spell things correctly. There we go. Right, and then this we need to save to a variable. New health, right? If new health is greater than 0, return. Then here we would say is dead equals true. This can be made const. Right? Now, ideally, what we'd want to say here is new. So this would be current health equals new health. right? So maybe we would do current health. Now we don't need a variable. Oh, maybe it does want us to have that. Never mind. There we go. Oh, wait. This is why. My bad. Current health. There we go. Right? Interesting. Okay, so it doesn't want me to do that. That's fine. Whatever. Current health. There we go. If I want to do more edge case things, it depends on what you mean by edge case. Right? But like here. So we took this code here, right? We expanded it, which I really didn't do this right? Current health set. We should do this. I forgot to add this here. Right? Right. So we took this code here that we wrote in blueprints and we transferred it into C++, and we got a performance gain. Right? But the code's almost the same, right? Like you can read through it. It's pretty much exactly the same. Can you do multiplayer programming just with blueprints? Yes. Can you make amazing multiplayer games with just blueprints that are super low latency and AAA quality? Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Can you make your first prototype of a multiplayer game using nothing but blueprints and make something meaningful that people will want to play? Absolutely. Let's go here. Let's go here. Unreal, popular Unreal Engine games made only with blueprints. Monkeyland 3D, Reaper Rush. Believe Robo Recall. Right? Like we can. There are games that are out that people play that are entirely blueprint based, right? And let's say that you really need a very specific thing that can't be done in blueprints, right? Unreal Engine Marketplace. Okay, so let's take, for example, you want Steam integration, right? Because Steam integration requires there's a very specific thing that is required for Steam integration that you can't do in blueprints, and you just need it as a base, right? Like you need one special class that is not much C++, but Steam. Let's say Steam Party. There you go, Steam Party system. Maybe not this one, but like the idea is there, right? Let's say Steam. That's the one. Subsystems. Subsystems require one class to be made in C++, and then the rest of it can be done in blueprints. I think that's the way it works. Don't hold me to that. I might be wrong. Here, MMO kit code. Is it perfect? No, but there you go. Yeah, so there, online subsystem, Steam package to publish tools. You know, like, can you do multiplayer programming just with, yeah, okay, yeah. Now, the thing that these are all going to be is code plugins. Advanced lobby system, achievements plugin, I think these guys actually make, no, these aren't the guys that make the series of them. Yeah. I think there's a bunch of them. Maybe not that one, but yeah, you kind of get the idea, right? Like, here, this one's free. There. Go grab this and utilize this to give you all the callbacks that you need and everything for get friends, get matchmaking, get user callbacks, all of that stuff to set up multiplayer Steam integration, right? There, you install this plugin and you're pretty much you've got the basics off to the races. It comes with the 10 C++ classes, so you don't have to write them. Beautiful, done, right? Then the rest of it can be done. If I go into here and I want to make current health network, like so it works multiplayer, what we would do is we come down here and we need to find the replicate thing. So like a checkbox that you need to check. What is it? Replicate. I don't really do this in blueprints. Yeah, here we go. Replication. Right? Replicated. And then you can replicate conditions. You can do custom, initial, and yada, 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 anonymous only simulated. And you just look up what these all mean, right? And then you would have all of your information and voila. This is now networked. This is ready for networking. You're already ready to go. This current health is networked. It is not networked properly, but it is networked, right? You'd have to figure out which one fits the need. And then as long as it fits the need, then you're good. Voila. There is one specific game type that you cannot make. There's one specific game type that cannot be made with blueprints. No matter what, it cannot be made fully blueprint only. Well, it sort of can. It's kind of like a gotcha. Okay. So the one game type that requires C++, and it's not even that you write C++ for it. It's that it requires you to compile C++. Is any game type that requires a dedicated server, right? So that's going to be MMOs, anything that has somebody's not hosting it, where somebody actually like logs into a server that's always up, right? So you've got Minecraft, Valheim, like survival games will use this. League of Legends uses a dedicated server. Call of Duty uses a dedicated server and stuff like that. Those would all require you to download and compile and build the Unreal Engine source code on your own system. So you have to compile the engine source code yourself and make your game from there. So you compile it, you launch it, you make your game using the GitHub version of Unreal, and then you can compile a dedicated server version of your game. So that's the only type of game that requires any level of C++. Everything else can be gotten through the marketplace, or you can build yourself. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't do something in blueprints using only blueprints in Unreal Engine, because it's a lie. And I'll force delete this. There you go. Then Also, once you're used to the blueprint code, then it's a good time to step into the C++ world, right? Because C++ essentially only has a couple extra things that you really need to know about. So things like pointers, references. So pointers, references, you don't really need to understand memory management at all to do Unreal C++. Like I'm sure at some point, like when you get really advanced, you'll need to, but then you'll know because you'll know to be looking for it, right? Yeah, no, that's really about it. Other than that, like even the calls are pretty much the same, right? Like f vector distance is just a distance call using the f vector set of libraries in plugins, right? The pause timer acts a little bit differently, but it still exists in blueprints. So if you know how to do it in blueprints, you can usually look it up and it's pretty much the same in C++. There might be some subtle differences, but they're fairly one-to-one. Because every single blueprint call has a C++ call literally under the hood for it. I think performance multiplayer might be important for me if I have harder to run level assets. I don't know. It's you are not at a point where you are ready to start performance optimizing. And there is a way to tell if it is like you should always measure and don't make assumptions. Here. Oops. Don't ever make assumptions. Here. Okay. Here we go. So currently I am running at 120 FPS, right? My frames take 8.33 milliseconds to render, to process. The game logic is about 6.5 milliseconds. The draw calls are 2 to 3 milliseconds, right? On the GPU. So if you look here, we have FPS, right? The frame millisecond, the game. This is the actual CPU processing right here, right? This is how long it took the CPU to process it. This is how long it took to draw the entire screen, right? This is how much time it spent on for the GPU to process it, right? Here's my total poly count and here's my primitives, right? This can be really high without affecting this. We have multi-cored systems, right? The game thread doesn't have to deal with punting to the GPU. That can be done on a different thread, and it usually is, right? Like it's not right here because of what I'm doing, but like if I come over here and I do and I do standalone game. Right, and then here we do unit. And then we do FPS. You'll see that the draw and the frame FPS are almost the same, right? They're disconnected. They're not a one-to-one thing, right? Your frame FPS is always going to be based off of either your draw or your game. right? And since those aren't all like a one-to-one thing, like where they're additive, they're proportionate, right? Like obviously the game thread's going to have to punt to another thread at some point, right, to do some stuff. So it's going to affect your game thread, but your draw calls are going to be punted onto another thread essentially, and that's going to be punted to the GPU. The GPU is going to handle it. It's not going to affect your logic. A lot of people think game slow therefore must be GPU. That is not usually, that's not always the case. Or game slow must be CPU. It's not always the case. You need to figure out if it's a graphics slow because of graphics or slow because of game thread, right? Now, my game, the largest thing on my game is actually the AI. The AI is what kills my game. Because I load a lot of AI. So if I unfeather the AI, I actually destroy the game. Like the game actually gets bad. But don't prematurely optimize. Wait, find out if you have a problem. Optimize when you have a problem, not before. As far as C++ knowledge goes, I can suggest youtube.com, the Cherno.
The biggest release we've
to do playlists.
Hey, what's up, guys?
This guy will do a much better job at explaining C++ than I ever will. Is it possible to edit the C++ code from blueprints when necessary? No. You have to rewrite the portion in C++ if you want to utilize it. So let's say that I wanted to make this, well, let's say I wanted to make this here, right? In like I had something I wanted to make in C++, right? You can come up here and you can just reparent, right? So you'll see me do things like, okay, so let's take this actor, for example. This actor is parent class TG AI spawner. Now, if I go down to AI, that comes from, so that's this one here. And if I go down to my C++ classes, right? And AI, TG AI spawner. That is the parent class for this. Baby rage. So no, but don't worry. It's not like if you want to transition something into C++, there is a path. It's just not edit the blueprint C++. You have to write the C++ for the blueprint. Now, what you can do is you can rip out certain pieces that are blueprint, right? And put them in a parent class that is C++, right? The parts that you want to rewrite, you rip those out, you put them in C++. And then you reparent the blueprint to the C++ class you created. And that allows you to automatically pick everything up, right? So we can see that, for example, in my base AI, right? Okay, so actually, maybe we would see that better in, yeah, okay, we'll see that better in the ranged API, ranged AI, right? Okay, so ranged AI here inherits from TG AI character, right? And we can see that there are very much so a bunch of missing things, right? Like we've got things here that like update health. Update health is not a function that exists, right, outside of my C++ class. So this used to be just an AI character. Like this just was a base character from Unreal, and I turned it into a TG AI character, which I created in C++, and then built on in Blueprint, right? And then I just reparented it, and I inherited everything that I wanted, right? So yay! So it's easy. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I really want it to make sense. So I am not doomed to learn everything the hard way after all. No, absolutely not. The best way to learn is to just go out and do it though, right? And with Unreal, the best way to learn is just start with blueprints. Do everything in blueprints. It's far easier to learn. It's way better documented. And then from there, you transition to blueprints. I mean, from blueprints to C++. Once you understand how Unreal works, you actually run into actual problems that you cannot solve in blueprints. And I'm going to let you in on a secret. That's not a very good secret because everybody knows it that works in the industry. Well, not everybody knows it, but most people know it. And the secret is that 9 chances out of 10, the performance issue is not language dependent. It's your code. You didn't write it properly. So if you're running into performance problems, 9 chances out of 10, you'll see a better performance increase by switching the pattern that you're using, and by changing that up, right? Than you will by switching languages, right? So let's say here, let's say I have this actor here, right? And we override our tick event, right? And then on tick, we get all actors of class. Sure. We just say a actor. Sorry, just actor there. And then we say cast get all actors not a line trace. Oh, right, this is for. Then we do a for each loop on each one of these. Sorry, I'm a little sleepy here as well. And then we cast this to a TG player character, right? And then we promote this to a variable on true. And then complete, we say print string. And then we grab this and we print out the display name. All right, now watch this. Actually, this might not work, but it might work. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Right? So this is really slow. It's only not an issue because there's three of these in total, right? But if there was more of them, it would be a massive performance degradation, right? Now, what if I still need to do this thing everything? Now, the problem here is this, right? And this. One, I could say just BP TG BP player characters, and this would output an array of player characters, right? Then if I do for each, right, we could do loop body and then this. But even there's a simpler way of doing this. Get player character. Now this is an extreme example, but this is the idea, right? Like this is going to be more performant than the first one or the second one, right? And do what we actually want it to. And now, if you can, don't ever do that. Yeah. Anyways, I think that we should go give somebody a raid. Because I'm getting sleepy. Really appreciate you taking the time to explain things. I'm happy to. I don't mind at all. Do you have anybody that you might want to raid? Because I don't really have anybody online that I want to raid, that I really, really want to raid. I have one person that we can raid. I don't think I would have ran into someone explaining this stuff on YouTube. Who? Can you post them? Post a link. Post a link to them. Because I was kind of torn between two people, but mostly one person. I was gonna go give her a raid. But if you've got somebody, I'm down to it. I'm on mobile. So it was. Oh, Shintaki. Yeah, I'm down. I've raided her. I've been raiding her a lot lately, actually. All right, let's give her a raid. All right. Well, thank you to everybody who showed up. And everything. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be doing I'll be doing a stream because my girlfriend will be doing her workout. So do that, and then I'll probably be back on Saturday morning-ish, and we'll do another stream and go from there. Anyways, thank you again, and night.